guys, welcome to another baby update. This is Babybel's 10-month update. If you're new here, I'm Leanne and this is Babybel. I can't actually believe that we're doing another update already. We didn't do a 9-month one. Our last one we did was the 8-month one, so I can't believe how quickly time has gone. But do you want to sit down on the floor a second? So Babybel has just turned 10 months old, so we've done this one a little bit earlier than we normally would do, but I want to try and do an 11-month one as well because I've missed the 9-month one. So we're doing this a little bit early. She's just turned 10 months old. I wanted to get it filmed today as well because both of us are a little bit sniffly, and I think if I leave it any longer, there's a possibility that we're going to have full-blown colds over the next couple of days. So we're going to start with sleep. If you've been following our journey so far, you'll know that I talk a lot about Babybel's sleep. She's dropped two naps a day and sometimes even just 1 nap a day at the moment, which it went really quickly. She was doing 3, then she did 2 for a couple of weeks, and then suddenly some days she only does 1. Hello. She's just woken up from a nap now and it's 1 o'clock, so it's either going to be a very long afternoon and an early bedtime today, or maybe a danger nap later. You are pulling my hair, Babybel. She'll also sleep now in the car and in the pushchair, which she wouldn't do before. I don't know why she would refuse to do it, but she'll now just go to sleep when the car's moving or the pushchair's moving, which means that we can actually go out for the day. So we've had some nice days out recently. She still boobs to sleep when we're at home when it's just us two, but if John's putting her down for a nap, then she will go to sleep, snuggle nap, and then he just rolls away from her, which is the same as what I do when I boob her to sleep. And she'll sleep on her own as well. She will stay asleep on her own, which a couple of months ago there was no chance of that happening, but the majority of her naps now are her on her own, which is great. It means that I can get stuff done, catch up on the housework, get some editing done, work on the Etsy shop, all that sort of thing. So that's really, really great progress. She knows routines, so as soon as her bedtime routine is finished, she is ready to go to sleep. Bedtimes have become really, really easy. I don't want to jinx this at all, but bedtimes have become really easy. We went through this huge stage of her fighting every single sleep, every single nap. Bedtime was just a nightmare, but now the whole thing takes less than 30 minutes from start of having a bath or not having a bath, depending what night it is. The whole thing just takes 30 minutes at the most from that up until she's asleep. She knows as soon as she's got her pajamas on and she's had her teething powders and her vitamins and she's in her sleeping bag that it's time to boob and go to sleep, and straight away she's just like, she goes from being wide awake to tired and whingy. So she definitely is understanding routines now, and she's normally asleep by 8 o'clock. It doesn't matter what time we start that routine. You know, if we start it at 10 to 8 and I start feeding her at 1 minute to 8, she's gone. She's asleep by 8. And while we're boobing to sleep, we use white noise and sleepy baby music, and I think that's just become part of the routine. We also use the white noise for naps as well, so she knows as soon as that's on that it's time to go to sleep. She'll be asleep, as I said, about 8. I'll give her a quick dream feed at 10 when I go to sleep, and then she'll wake up around about 2, have a little feed, and then go back to sleep till about 6:30. You right there? In her 8-month video, which was the last update we'd done, she'd started sleeping on her side, which is helping her to sleep better. Now she sleeps on her front quite a lot. Yeah? Which is great while she's asleep, but for some reason she keeps suddenly getting up onto her hands and knees and then sitting up, but she's still asleep. So she's sort of like crawling around or just waving around like this while still asleep. It's kind of strange, but I'm hoping that she'll get over that soon. But those are the good nights, and we have had quite a few good nights. There's been nights where I've had sort of like 8 or 9 hours sleep, which is completely unheard of over the last 9 or 10 months. Actually, even longer than that while I was pregnant. What are you doing, Babybel? Please don't do that. So yeah, those are the good nights, but we do still have some really bad ones. The last couple of nights have been quite bad. She's teething, she's obviously got this cold coming, she's practicing everything, and there are some nights where she's just really unsettled. But as I said, we were getting more good nights than bad nights, so fingers crossed we're actually getting somewhere with sleep now. And in the last update, she had just started crawling like that. The day before, I think she just started crawling, and then within 5 days she'd gone from this really tentative crawling to... What are you doing? That's Mummy's one. She'd gone from this really tentative crawling to zooming around all over the place and pulling herself up on all of the furniture. It was so bizarre how quickly it went. But now she's but now she spends all day, like, while we're here, just cruising either around the living room or whatever room we're in, or out in the garden. She'll just hold on, walk around. She's got really good at transitioning from each thing, so she'll hold on to the sofa and then move herself onto the door and then move round this way. That's Mummy's, thank you. She's able to get up and down, so once she's pulled herself up onto something, she can then get down. She can pick stuff up from the floor while she's standing up, just holding on to one thing. She's not standing independently yet or getting up and down independently, but I don't think she's aware that that's something that she can do. I haven't seen her try that yet. She's now climbing up on the tripod. Yeah. Come and sit here. Oh, look, can you see them? Can you see the people? And she's also learning to get up and down the stairs and on and off of the sofa. We're teaching her how to get down safely, so she hasn't quite mastered that yet, but she is getting there. I mean, obviously I wouldn't leave her on the sofa on her own or to climb up and down the stairs on her own, but we're teaching her how to do it safely. But she's just happy to go off and explore things wherever we are, which room we're in, or if we're out and about. She'll go off, explore things for a couple of hours, come back over for a little snuggle or a little snack, and then just go off and do it on her own. So she's really sort of showing some signs of independence and just being happy to do that. Hey. She's started to master a lot of sounds now. In the last video, I think she just had M sounds and maybe B sounds, but now she's saying dada, she's saying gaga, she's got H sounds. It quite often sounds like she comes over and says hello, and she's really good at communicating when she wants something. Obviously, she's not really saying any words properly yet, but she is good. You know, if she wants something, she's not afraid to let us know that she wants it. For example, if she wants a booby snack, she'll come over and she'll pull her top and she'll basically shout at me, and she recognises a lot of different words. Yay! Clapping! This is a new one that she's mastered in the last few weeks as well. She recognises a lot of different words. She recognises her own name. She recognises mummy and daddy and Jessie and booby. There's loads of words that she recognises. She's just not actually, I don't think she's saying any in context yet. She's got one new tooth. Her left top one has come through and the right one is due to come through any day now. You can see it's almost there. It's just not quite cut yet, and I think that's having a huge effect on her sleep at the moment. I think having teeth has surprised her when she's eating though, because now food obviously breaks off a lot easier when she's biting it, so it's quite funny to watch that. She's learning how to use a straw, so we've got her a little straw cup which she hasn't quite mastered yet, but we are teaching her to use just a normal straw and water, which she seems to be taking really well. Some days she's got it perfectly, and other days she kind of forgets how to do it. What are you doing? And she is eating a lot of food now, rather than just putting it in her mouth and moving it around, spitting it out. She does actually eat a lot of food. She's tried loads. There's loads on her list of food that she's tried, and she seems to like everything apart from guacamole. She's not a big fan of guacamole, even though she does like avocados. She's still boobing loads. I thought by now that she would be boobing less, but it seems she boobs more now than she did sort of like 3 or 4 months ago. And I don't know if that's like the teething and the fact that she's had a huge growth spurt over the last week or so. Her legs seem to have grown about this much. So she's fully into 9 to 12 month clothes now. Leave the tripod alone, please. She's fully into 9 to 12 month clothes now, and some 12 to 18 month as well, although they tend to be a little bit big for her. But she boobs to sleep for nap time, she boobs to sleep at bedtime, and she just boobs quite a lot in between. Even though she's fully on solid, she has 3 meals a day and she has water, she's just a booby monster. Are you a booby monster? What are you doing? Don't. She's still really smiley and she laughs at everything. Her personality is really starting to go through now. As I said, she's not afraid to ask for what she wants. She's not afraid to communicate for it, and she does get quite frustrated if we don't understand straight away what it is that she's asking for. I've got no idea where she gets that from. So that's Babybel's 10-month update, and obviously we're bracing ourselves for the next step, which will be walking and learning words.
Mum, mum, mum,
Mum, mum, mum, mum. Mum, 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 mum is definitely her favourite word still, isn't it? You like to shout that out at everybody. As usual, we really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment and hit that subscribe button. It makes us really happy and it lets YouTube know that the video is worth showing to other people. We'll see you next time. Say bye. I've just told everyone you're smiling and you're not. Say bye. Bye, 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 bye. Are you really monster? She's... Have you managed to move that, Babybel? Hey? What you've done to the camera, Babybel, you've somehow moved it, but